What up, guys? Welcome to the Running the Ropes podcast. I am your host, Kalo, as always, here to give you the lowdown on all things wrestling, and I'm joined by my co-host.
And I'm back. It's the second coming, Y2J, a.k.a. DJ AIM.
And we are here to cover, which seems to be a long time since our last podcast. We're here to cover the affairs going on in the world of wrestling, especially WWE this weekend with NXT TAKEOVER Chicago and Money in the Bank. We're going to give you our predictions and maybe throw in a few more spoilers or any rumors we've heard along the way to maybe get you ready for this weekend.
Maybe some best in the world that might come.
Oh, you better stop before people are going to get mad at us. People are going to get mad at us.
Well, you don't know the room. You don't know what kind of nose I have because I just came back from a specific court date, so you don't know what I have on my file.
Are you all in?
I'm all in.
Well, speaking of all in, we're going to get ready. We're going to get right.
Talk about all in?
No, not yet. We're going to get into NXT TAKEOVER Chicago. We're going to give you our predictions for every match that is on this card. And we're going to start with the NXT Tag Team Championship match between the Undisputed Era, who are your current champions, versus Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch.
I gotta start watching NXT again because I don't know who those
You don't know any... Yeah.
I know the Undisputed Era. I don't know who the fuck those two guys are.
So I'll plant the seeds for you so you can kind of get a background information on this. Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch were going against the Undisputed Era for a tag team title, and all of a sudden Adam Cole got involved. Baby. He got involved. Out comes Pete Dunne because they've had beef over the past few weeks on NXT.
That I know.
So this led to a 3-on-3 match between the Undisputed Era and Oney Lorcan, Danny Burch, and Pete Dunne. So they had beef, and then we're here right now for a tag team championship match. Now, who do you think is going to win and why? I think we're both on the same point here.
If you're on the Undisputed Era, baby, then you're absolutely right.
Undisputed, yeah, you can't do it.
Wait.
You can't do it.
I got it.
You can't do it.
I got it.
So we're both on the Undisputed Era wave. And I guess that ends it for that match. Yeah. We're going to be moving on to the next match, which involves the one and only Ricochet versus the Velveteen Dream.
I've been, like I said, I haven't been watching NXT, but I've been watching snippets on it on WWE, and
Velveteen Dream.
He's growing on me after his match with Aleister Black, and it's...
What have I been telling you?
I'm on that wave, and then I'm more fan of Ricochet than anything. And Logic this is his first singles pay-per-view match. Mm-hmm. They're not gonna make him lose to that.
Yeah,
I feel bad for Velvet Dream. He deserves so much more. He does great matches. He's great on the mic. No, I'm going with the king of the cruiserweights, Ricochet.
No, that's Neville. We don't talk about Neville here. But I think I'm on that same wave, too, with Ricochet. But Velveteen Dream is weird because he hasn't been winning. And I think that if you want to strike the sword while it's hot on the anvil, you go with the Velveteen Dream. But as you said, common sense would dictate. And you got to give Ricochet the win in the first singles match on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So that about does it for that match. We're going to be moving on to the next match, which is your NXT Women's Championship match between the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, who is your current NXT Women's Champion, versus Nikki Cross. This one's half and half here because I feel Nikki Cross is white hot right now for whatever reason. She's come out of the shadows because there's a whole thing with Dakota Kai. She got involved. Nikki Cross got involved in the title match. I don't know. I feel like this is where Shayna Baszler could lose the title, but they're not going to take it off her that early.
Yeah, because didn't she win it at Mania?
She won at Mania weekend.
Yeah, so no way. I think she didn't walk into SummerSlam. I'm going to say that. What's her name? Baszler.
Yeah.
And how great would it be if they do SummerSlam Baszler versus Ronda at SummerSlam? If Ronda does win it.
I feel like because now that the 4 horsewomen of the UFC are signed to deals with the WWE, they're obviously we're building towards the 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen.
Who side are you on?
The 4 horsewomen.
Nah, MMA 4 horsewomen. Come at me, boy.
So yeah, you're going Shayna Baszler for this one. I'm gonna go Shayna Baszler as well. This one's really, it's iffy because Nikki Cross could pull the win. It could be a surprise, but something about Shayna Baszler losing the title early doesn't really validate her as a heel. So the next match on the card, we're going to get into a street fight here with Mr. Johnny Wrestling versus Tommaso Ciampa.
I got to go with my boy, Tommaso Ciampa. He lost.
You're going Tommaso Ciampa.
I'm going Tommaso Ciampa. He lost at Mania. Johnny got the big win. He got restated, so it's now for Tommaso Ciampa to beat the living hell of Mr. Johnny Wrestling.
Yeah, Johnny Gargano got the huge win over Mania weekend. I mean, that match got to be match of the year contender already. I mean, grant you, this could be another match of the year candidate.
Another one could be the Kenny versus that happened had
Kenny Omega versus Okada.
Okada, that 6-star match.
Yeah, but that's New Japan. We're focusing on WWE
WWE match of the year.
Yeah.
Slammy Awards confirmed, by the way, guys.
Yeah, Slammy Awards. But Johnny Gargano, I don't see him getting the 2 wins in a row because I feel like he's on his way out of NXT unless something happens with the NXT Championship. We're going to get to that later. But, Tommaso Ciampa is going to – or Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa is going to come out the victor in this street fight. And the last match on the card for NXT TAKEOVER, the NXT Championship match between Aleister Black, who is the current champion, versus Lars Sullivan. This match has...
Oh, I know who Lars Sullivan is.
Yeah. We were talking about him coming up after WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's Braun's partner, which was a big disappointment.
Yeah. We don't talk about Nicholas.
Aleister Black.
Yeah, because I don't see him losing the title.
Yeah.
I feel like Aleister Black is going to be next year. He's going to be in that wave of Mania call-ups next year. So Aleister Black will fade to black at NXT TAKEOVER.
All right.
So that about does it for NXT TAKEOVER Chicago. And now we're going to move things. We're going to get called up to the main roster because we're moving right into Money in the Bank.
And I got the card ready for you.
Ready to go. Ready, willing, and Gable.
Yeah. I'm not Gable.
You're not Gable?
Maybe
Jason Jordan.
Maybe. SmackDown Tag Team. We're going to start off with the SmackDown Tag Team Championships with the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. And a bit of surprise, the Good Brothers did beat the Usos clean, and they have a single win over the Bludgeon Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I am a good brother, and how much as we wanted to sweet each other every single day, I think the Bludgeon Brothers are going to win it.
Yeah, the Bludgeon Brothers are on a sort of a tear, and if you want to build them up as credible threats, they just got to run through the division. And I think they're saving sanity for this.
This night coming out?
Yeah.
That's what I think so, too.
Because the Bludgeon Brothers are probably going to be celebrating or brutalizing Gallows and Anderson. Yeah. Out comes sanity, and boom, because they've been absent on SmackDown television. So
they've been on live events.
They've been on live events, so they're warming up to the main roster. Yeah. So this is where I think they get introduced.
And then we have a second match, another Raw. We have a match from SmackDown to Raw. A match I don't really care about, Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn.
Yeah, this match, I mean, if you watch the angle on Raw where they, no pun intended, Angle's the general manager of Raw. If you watch that whole thing with the obstacle course.
And the sisters.
Yeah, the sisters. It's just been a really down year for Sami Zayn so far. I hope it gets back up because I love Sami Zayn and I love Bobby Lashley, who I think is going to be getting the win here.
Yeah, I think so too. There's no way. And I think you're the champion right now.
I am the current Smack Talk. That's our radio show.
Yeah.
This is the Running the Ropes podcast, and I am the champion.
Yeah. So I think Bobby Lashley is going to. So this is next match. So Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, we're on Bobby Lashley wave.
This next match, I think these next two matches, I think we're gonna disagree.
We're gonna defer. I'm interested to see because I'm looking at two matches. I don't know.
Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. After Cass attacked Bryan the triple threat match that was on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago, it was announced on Twitter that they will go 1-on-1 again in Chicago. Bryan has beaten Big Cass and made him tap out at Backlash. So I think Cass is going to have this win with the help of The Miz.
With the help of The Miz. So that could, and I see where you're going with this. You're smart. We're maybe on the same wavelength here because I'm also going Big Cass as well because, you gave Daniel Bryan the big win, obviously, on his own. His first big win back. And right now, I'm watching SmackDown. Where's Daniel Bryan? What is he doing? Because I feel like Daniel Bryan's moving into something bigger over the summer. And, well, this is the summer. But this is where the summer starts taking over.
Summer of Bryan.
The summer of Daniel Bryan. So I feel like that's where we're heading with Daniel Bryan. So Big Cass is going to get the win at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, so the next match, which I think where this is going on, Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. After repeated fighting each other backstage on May 21st edition of the show, Jinder Mahal cost Roman a qualifying match. Roman did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Roman is lined up to face Brock again at SummerSlam, which things can change from now. We have one more pay-per-view from Money in the Bank to SummerSlam. We have Extreme Rules, and I think Jinder Mahal is going to take beating Roman clean. Or
oh my god!
Because I know you gotta make Roman look strong going into SummerSlam, but you have Extreme Rules, so you have Roman beat Jinder back to back, or you have Jinder. I know.
This is gonna bite you in the ass. Just mark this down.
I'm going with Jinder Mahal.
You're going with the modern day Maharaja.
No.
It's in the books. You're down to Jinder.
No. Because I just remember Jinder was looking strong on the night. This past Monday Night Raw, so I'm going.
No, it was Roman. Because remember he speared Sunil Singh.
Yeah, but then Jinder hit him with the claws.
And
I'm still keeping with Jinder.
Don't hinder the Jinder.
Well, don't assume my Jinder.
Don't assume my Jinder. I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns. I'm going with the big dog because if you remember correctly, and you're locked in now, it was Mahal that cost Roman Reigns his spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Yeah. So. I think I'm going to go with the big dog, Roman Reigns.
This is your yard. So let's go back. This is the only, we talked about the SmackDown Tag Team titles. We know it's a lock and key, but this one I'm actually really excited for. It is the Leader Awards, a.k.a. the Woken Warriors, versus the B Team, baby.
The B Team, which includes the likes of Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas.
And if you're confused what the B stands for, it means best. And I have just gotten the B Team shirt. I'm on that wave.
You paid for that shirt.
I paid for that shirt.
There's a sucker born every day. There's a sucker born every day. In this match, I don't see the B Team winning.
No, I don't think so.
The Leader of Worlds.
I'd be surprised if they win.
See, this is the thing. They're hyping up that they're on a big winning streak, and I just don't see Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt losing. I just don't. I think they're hitting a good thing with this.
Yeah.
And you got teams like the Revival that could come up, and you got Authors of Pain, which are nowhere to be seen, who I think are going to go after Dolph and McIntyre.
Ooh.
I'm sprinkling that in.
I want Dolph. I love Dolph and McIntyre, what they have.
But they did the promo on Raw where they were like, there's no one in the back that compares to us.
Yeah.
A la Authors of Pain. So there's that. And this is just a quick little thing I want to throw in. There might be a chance we get the Andrade Cien Almas match versus Sin Cara.
No, it's this Friday.
Oh, it's Friday?
Tuesday.
Oh, it's on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. I just thought, because I remember they were saying something.
Teasing, but they announced it on Twitter today.
So it's going to be on SmackDown, so let's forget that. We're going to be moving on to the next match.
So are you ready? We're going to enter our first women's match. SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella, Fabulous, versus who's ready for Asuka? I think James Ellsworth is ready for us because I think James Ellsworth, even though he's in China that day defending his intergender title, it's a 13-hour flight. I think James Ellsworth's going to fly from China to Chicago, Illinois, helping Carmella win and retain her title, keeping Asuka strong, cheating to keep her to win.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this before we went to record. And we were both saying that there's been murmurs that James Ellsworth is coming back to the WWE.
Any two man has a fighting chance.
Any man with two hands has a fighting chance. And again, this is all rumors. Nothing has been confirmed. But it could very well seem like that can pan out.
Yeah. Speaking of confirmed, this is the same arena in 2011 CM Punk won. And I confirmed that CM Punk is returning back home where he stole the WWE title.
You're going to get
Chicago, Illinois.
Just remember, AIM said that, not me. So
all right,
I have nothing to do with that.
Let's talk about a match I'm actually really excited for. the Intercontinental Championship match with Seth Rollins versus. We have 11 matches, by the way.
Yeah. So. I heard this show is going to be close to Mania, in length, because it starts at 7.
Yeah, wow.
The main pay-per-view starts at 7.
But starting kickoff or no kickoff?
I think kickoff is before.
Oh, my God. So we have the Intercontinental Championship match. Seth Rollins versus Elias. Seth has been doing the open challenge, and those matches have been phenomenal. Seth Rollins is Mr. Monday Night Rollins, and I think this is where Elias takes the win and gets the IC belt. I'm going with Elias. WWE stands for We Walk with Elias.
Okay. See, this is where it's on that 50-50 because Elias is white hot right now. Very good. Same thing can be said about Seth Rollins. Now, this is where I'm kind of teetering because Elias is a heel.
Yeah.
He can very well do something where something can cause a distraction. Maybe Jason Jordan.
Maybe Dean Ambrose.
So we're on that little wave. But if you remember correctly, Seth Rollins got hit in the back with a guitar. You could say that on Raw, Seth Rollins got his payback by stomping on the guitar. So you're in the middle there, but I'm going Seth Rollins.
You're in with Seth?
I want to burn it down. Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins.
Where's because a reason now let me explain why I'm going with Elias because like I said, people are throwing names against Brock at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins could be that person thrown in.
He definitely
He's been showing the past couple of weeks that he can carry Raw. He could carry as a champion.
But this is why I'm saying you got Extreme Rules in the middle. Rollins can lose the belt in the middle and go right into a feud with Brock Lesnar.
See, I'm a classic man. I like rematch, lose the rematch.
Yeah.
So, Elias, it's all the way. Now let's go for the women's historic second annual Women's Money in the Bank.
Did you mention it was historic?
Historic ladder match with some historic people. And this also, the Money in the Bank, we can have different opinions on this one.
Yeah.
And I think also James Ellsworth might do the same thing what he did last year.
Oh, my gosh.
But there's rumors that, so the people that will have it, on Raw side, we have Ember Moon, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Ember Moon, Alexa Bliss, Natalya, and Sasha Banks.
Yep.
And in SmackDown, we have Becky Lynch, Lana, Naomi, and Charlotte Flair. I think Natalya is winning it.
See, this is where, because remember, there's been rumors that the women's match, the winner comes from the red brand, and blue comes from the men's match.
Yeah.
So this is where I try to picture each person with the briefcase. Depending how the Nia Jax Ronda Rousey match happens,
That's what I'm depending on right now.
I would see Natalya.
Yeah. Amber Moon can win it hot.
Ember Moon can win it too because, an upcoming NXT talent, and she's a high flyer, so it works. I'm going to go...
Lana.
No. I'm going to go Sasha Banks.
You're going with Banks.
It's boss time.
Oh.
It is boss time. But, hear me out.
So that is
I'm locked into Sasha Banks.
All right.
But, you like to throw in dark horses. My dark horse for this match is Becky Lynch.
You think your dark horse is Becky?
My dark horse is Becky Lynch.
So,
first ever SmackDown Live Women's Champion.
You know who? Like I said, I'm going with Natalya.
Yeah.
Solely on the angle that's going on with
Nia Jax.
Because, come on, guys, Natalya can never be trustworthy. She turned her back on Becky Lynch. She's definitely going to turn her back. I think right there and then, when Ronda wins it, Natalya is going to come and cash in and then. But, But my dark horse, Naomi.
Yeah. Naomi's always a safe bet because it's like she's athletic, she's this, she's that, entertaining. So I can see that.
Now, going from the Women's Money in the Bank to the Women's Raw Championship, Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey, we could be different on this one. Well,
we could.
I'm going Ronda.
You're obviously going Ronda Rousey for understandable reasons. So this is where I'm half and half because Ronda Rousey is going into the Hall of Fame for the UFC in a week, right?
Yes, in a week.
Something like that. Nia Jax is obviously sticking around, and if the winner of the briefcase is coming from the Raw side for the women's match, you're obviously going to want the champion around all the time.
Yeah.
Because that obviously increases buy rates and stuff like that. The whole reasoning for Rousey coming to WWE was because they wanted someone to buy Monday Night Raw's TV deal. Now they're going to be on Fox or something like that.
SmackDown's on Fox.
SmackDown's on Fox, but they wanted the appeal of
more people.
More people, so that's why you bring in Rousey. The whole story going to next year's WrestleMania in New York.
Charlotte
Flair versus Ronda Rousey for a women's championship or just a straight up match. I don't see Rousey holding the title from now, Money in the Bank, all the way to Mania.
Yeah.
I see this happening in the fall, like Night of Champions, something like that.
You don't think it's going to happen tonight?
I don't think it's going to happen tonight. I think Nia Jax gets a win here.
All right.
I'm just going off that because, you know, I can see Natalya, and this is going to help your thing too. Natalya's going to cash in, but then she'll be like, oh, I'm friends with Ronda Rousey, so I'm going to go after Nia Jax. Maybe they're at the end of the match, and Natty just comes in and steals a pin off one of the two best friends.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, they were fighting over her, and now Natty can just turn on one of them.
All right. So now let's go with the WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, and a last man standing match with Nakamura choose the stipulation after beating Styles in a 1-on-1 match on SmackDown Live, and then it's to be the 4th time they square off with the title on the line, 5th overall dating back to WrestleMania 34. Who are you going with?
I am going with...
Who are you going with?
Last man standing.
And also Tuesday, so we don't know what's happening on Tuesday. What we do know is Shinsuke versus Jeff Hardy is going on, and we have Daniel Bryan versus Shelton Benjamin going on. So AJ is not scheduled to fight this Tuesday night SmackDown.
So this is where I stand with this whole AJ Shinsuke Nakamura thing. We got the dream match at WrestleMania,
which was awful.
It didn't live up to the hype, obviously.
Yeah.
After that, you had the greatest Royal Rumble.
Didn't live up.
But if you think about it, in reality of a WWE calendar year, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, yeah.
So then the next one was Backlash.
Yeah.
AJ Styles got the win.
No, it was no contest.
It was a no contest. So it goes AJ, no contest.
No, it was AJ, no contest, because it was a count out.
That's right.
And it was no count out, and then both got low blows.
Yeah.
At Backlash, and now this is the 4th time going at it.
All right. Call me crazy, but I'm going with the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura, coming out of Money in the Bank as your new WWE champion, only for the fact I see Daniel Bryan going for the title at SummerSlam. Daniel Bryan wins the title at SummerSlam. Miz cashes in. There's your spoiler.
I've been saying it. But and it hasn't. Shinsuke hasn't.
I know.
Shinsuke hasn't been helping me back at Backlash, back at the greatest Royal Rumble. So I'm gonna go with my man, the boy from Atlanta, AJ Styles. Let's go.
I mean, like, again, this is a 50-50. You're good either way. I mean, Shinsuke Nakamura as a heel champion, be nice, you know? But, all right.
All right, and then the last...
That does it for that match, because I'm still... that's irking me.
All right, and then we got the last match, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. From the Raw side, we have Braun Strowman.
Brawny the Strowman.
Get these hands. We got Bobby Roode, Glorious, Kevin Owens, and Finn Balor.
Mm-hmm. That's from the Raw side.
And then from the SmackDown side, can you say without even looking at the list?
You got The Miz, you got Rusev, you got a member of the New Day, which is yet to be named, Big E.
Big E.
I think.
Big E.
And then I know I'm forgetting one more person.
It's a big person.
It's a big person. I already said Rusev.
Yeah. No, I'm big like it's like a big star.
It's a big star.
Not big like Rusev, but...
No, I know.
Come on.
This is gonna bite me.
The Destroyer, Samoa
Joe. Samoa Joe.
He actually looks really good with the briefcase. I got him. He was holding in a couple of weeks ago, and I gotta say, it fits. There's some briefcase that fits people holding it. Samoa Joe's one of them. And like, oh my god! And I'm gonna go with
drum roll.
The Miz.
You're going to go with The Miz. You're playing into my storyline.
Well, granted, I've been saying this to you for the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And I want, either way, I would be happy if Samoa Joe wins it. Because, like I said, he looks really good with the briefcase, and I can see him cashing it in and hyping up the briefcase. Yeah. Miz, obviously, has been saying it since Daniel Bryan got cleared. Bobby Roode needs it. Kevin Owens needs it. Finn Balor needs it.
Pretty much everyone in this match outside of like
The New Day and Braun.
Braun needs a championship. No, not some fucking green strap.
Beat Elias at SummerSlam for the IC belt.
Could, yeah. But outside of that, like we said, the men's winner is coming from SmackDown, so that leaves you with The Miz, Rusev, Joe, and a member of the New Day.
Yeah.
The Miz is a very, very, very good candidate for this.
And also, if you want to scratch the history of all of CM Punk being the only man to win the Money being two times.
Miz won it twice.
Nice, yeah. But it wouldn't be consensual, so you'd be like this other people. Yeah, if you want to scratch that part off from CM Punk, they already scratched off the modern day title run with Brock Lesnar. So, but you can have Miz do that too.
And I'm going to go The Miz.
Yeah.
I'm going to go The Miz. Again, dark horse for this match, Braun Strowman, and then keep an eye out for Finn Balor.
You think Braun Strowman? See, I think Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, the dark horse.
Imagine having Braun with that briefcase. You just know whenever you hear, "Bruh," it's fucking shit's hitting the fan. Like, you better run. Because, like, him and Kevin Owens have a great dynamic right now. I love it.
That was great.
But, like, Braun Strowman with the briefcase, Monster in the Bank. I mean, come on. Like, that makes for good television. Especially if you're going to have the champion on Raw all the time after SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah. So, Miz. So, 11 matches. We have a couple matches to screw in, and I might walk away being champion.
Who's going to cash in for the ripe opportunity to take the Running the Ropes championship? But that about does it here for the Running the Ropes podcast. We ran through all the matches in NXT TakeOver and Money in the Bank this Sunday. I hope y'all enjoyed, and stay tuned for other episodes coming out in the summer. Obviously, we're not going to be here as often, so bear with us as we progress.
You could blame WWE with the pay-per-view. So the next pay-per-view you will see us at is at Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules. We're going to get extreme here at the Running the Ropes podcast.
Yeah!
I hope y'all enjoyed.